Hey, the light show's back. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Struggle. Nadeska, Akademiks, and Wayno here. What's good, guys?
Good morning. What's up? Ak, how's your hand?
It's getting better. It's getting there. It's getting there. A couple more days.
Yeah, and then you get to take it off?
To the Rodeo.
I get to take the stitches out. I think I'll be able to take it off then.
Okay.
It looks nasty though.
Have you changed it at all?
No, yeah, I've changed it clean. I do every day. But like to see like you're seeing your hand, it was wide open. It's healing back. So.
Have you been able to play Fortnite again?
Of course. Like there's supposed to be a metal thing that keeps me from like really closing my hand. I had to take that shit off. I left that on for the first 4 days. After that, let God do his work.
You're gonna have to get more stitches just so
his
you
work.
can play Fortnite.
Yeah, for real, man. I really believe in all this stuff.
My conspiracy is that he's getting paid by Fortnite. Ak doesn't promote anything, nothing.
They don't need my promotion.
I think he does it for just joy.
They don't need my promotion.
I know, but like I don't think you would shout your aunt out this much.
I wouldn't shout who out?
Your aunt, like if it was your aunt's birthday, like you shout Fortnite out like all the time.
Nah, because that's what I really do. I play Fortnite a good amount. I like that.
All right, y'all. Ak, did you read J. Cole's like GQ feature? Did you see the pictures? Don't even worry about reading it.
No, I seen the pictures. The pictures were hilarious, man. I don't know.
That was the best part of the interview. But we're gonna talk about the interview. But like, check out the photos; they're amazing. So Cole spoke with GQ extensively about not winning a Grammy, having no guest features on his album, why he's collaborating with people now. Lil Pump is a marketing genius, and on. So in terms of never winning a Grammy. Artist Grammy, I believe it was back in 2012. He said, I'm not supposed to have a Grammy, at least not right now, and maybe never. And if that happens, that's just how it was supposed to be. He said if he had one back in 2012, it would have been disastrous for him because subconsciously it would have been sending him a signal like he's supposed to be this guy, then he would have been that dude and just fizzled out. I don't believe that at all, but he's obviously made peace with it. He goes on to talk about, Lil Pump saying, fuck J. Cole. He said, I see now that it was marketing genius, disrespecting somebody with a bigger platform who hasn't yet been disrespected in that way, so it seems kind of taboo, would get huge attention. Like if I go out and scream, fuck Oprah, I would get a lot of attention because it's crazy. It's nice to hear him speak. Before I just keep reading quotes, what do you guys think about this stuff?
I mean, I think with the Grammy thing, it humbled him. Like that's what really humbled him. I think that's what probably made him J. Cole in so many little words. Like, had he won, he's basically saying like, nah, I'd have been on some other shit had I won that. So it seems like he's very content with not winning this shit, which I feel like his content and his music, it deserves it, but who really cares? Like, like the same way Drake got up there and was like, no matter what, like this award doesn't define you as an artist. So I think that where he's at in his career as far as the Grammys, he just don't really give a fuck. But overall, like this is a very interesting interview, especially with the pictures. He had like did he have open-toe sandals on? But he had socks on though.
He did, but socks with the sandals, right? I wish we could put all the pictures up, man. It's definitely the highlight.
He ain't gonna sue us. Hey, I thought he was just making excuses.
For what? For not winning a Grammy?
Yeah, I didn't win a Grammy. It just humbled me. He made. I think he was trying to, not make an excuse, he was justifying something that wasn't done that he actually deserved. Like,
Let's stay on the excuse thing, though. You think he?
No, I think, all right. Maybe excuse was a wrong word. Right. But he's justifying him not being awarded something he deserves. Like, and he's justifying it by saying, yeah, it helped me make me, but again, it still doesn't really excuse the fact that you should have been nominated at times or you should have won. So again, like when I saw that, I was like, this is the same type of, I hate to call it, but beta male mentality that I see from Cole sometimes when he says, I don't want to like compete. And I don't know.
But it's just like
it's
making peace with it, because what's the other option than just fuming about not winning forever? Grammys. Yeah, but that's like easier said than done because artists still want the recognition. That's the thing.
But does he care about competing when he dominates? Like that's what I always like. I wonder about.
If you're doing interviews and you mention and you have to speak about the Grammys, or you even choose to speak on it, you care somewhat.
But there's honestly, it's like at the time he's like, I really, really wanted to win. I was hurt when I lost, but now it's cool. Like in retrospect, I learned from that. I was humbled by it.
Well, I mean, the reason why I lump it up as he's justifying certain shit, like even the thing with Lil Pump, like even if that's what you perceive it to be, a little nigga who basically is using you because you have a bigger platform to try to further his platform, which you call a marketing genius, why the fuck would you actually sit down with him? If that was it, I'm not sitting down. If that's all you're doing it for, I'm not sitting down with you.
But I feel like you, of all people, respect that kind of thing.
But we're talking about.
If you're just cloud chasing me, I would never sit down with you.
But I mean, but we're talking about J. Cole here, who doesn't seem like a very confrontational person. Also seems like maybe if he knew better, he'd do better. I could teach him a little bit better. So I think that's why he sat down with him. I don't think like him dissing J. Cole, like that shit caught me off guard. That's the first time I ever heard about Lil Pump. I had never heard a song. I just heard him saying, this kid just saying fuck J.
And it
Cole.
worked to his point, marketing genius.
I wouldn't call him a marketing genius though. Like,
the marketing move was genius, I guess. Although it was wildly disrespectful, I don't think any of us looked at it and was like, great, can't wait to hear this guy's music, but sure,
why
it made you pay attention.
I mean, I understand what he was saying, but I still don't think it's a marketing genius. Lil Pump ain't something like that. The hell? What else about Lil Pump album?
It was good for the moment.
Like, I think it helped build a fan base for a Lil Pump who was coming into the game and disregarding lyrics and who was coming out with the most simplistic shit. So, like, basically saying, hey, I'm going to be the anti-lyrical nigga. That kind of work on trying to, like, build him some type of base. I don't think it is a marketing genius because I just don't. But Pump ain't selling.
But I want to go back to like what you were saying about like him competing, because I just feel like, all right, when it comes to, he hasn't beefed with nobody, right? Cole hasn't beefed with nobody. We know that if he beefed as his rapping ability, he could probably handle himself, right? But as far as competing, he dominates a space that puts him in the top tier of rap, like with his skill and his sales. So you think that like, who would he even compete against at this point? It's like, I don't think that he even wants to compete. Like, he dominates his own lane. Like,
what I mean by compete, at least with the Grammys thing, is I think he.
I thought you meant like overall. My fault.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like overall.
Well, I mean, I've criticized him for that before, but I think now he's kind of embodied and embraced that a little bit more, just the way how he's hopping on other people's songs with features and shit, and just like his general approach to dropping music. I think he's kind of embraced that a little bit more. Before, when, you know, like, it was seen at least publicly, like, oh, shit, look what Big Sean just did, look what Drake just did, look what Kendrick just did. And then people looked at, like, Cole, like, yo, what's up with you? Like, he notoriously said, listen, I don't even put myself in that conversation to compete. I'm good with myself. But, like, when it comes to, like, the Grammys and shit like that, I mean, I feel like he just allows himself not to be respected.
I feel like, yeah, the core of your issue with Cole, it always comes back to this no matter what we talk about. You just feel like he should always be aggressively competing. You don't like when he's like, cool, I'm in my pocket. You guys do what you're doing for now.
Yo, you allow people to treat you how you, I forgot to say it, but you let people treat you.
You get treated how you treat them.
Yeah.
No, people treat you how you allow them to treat you. And I feel like when you're constantly excusing what other people they're slighting you. They're slighting you, my nigga. They're slighting you.
Who you think slighting him though? I don't think.
Well, we talking about the Grammys. Yo,
but he's not submitting his music. That's another thing. Like, he's not submitting his music. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, why Cole wasn't nominated? And a lot of people on social media is like, yo, he stopped submitting his music for a while. So is he being slighted?
He stopped.
The last two albums, but like, do you think his last two albums was KOD and what, 4 Your Eyes Only?
4 Your Eyes Only.
All right, so do you think he's slighted, or you think like he's just over it, like, you know?
He's also not the only artist to do that, right? To just not want to submit because they've had enough.
Yeah, I don't think
it's like our issue with the Grammy is bigger. It's like a hip hop issue, not just a Cole issue.
but I think that also comes with a vocal aspect of it, not just like, all right, I'm gonna take my ball and go home.
So like, you think what Drake does instead?
But I don't get that from him. I take my ball and go home. I think like when it comes to Cole, I think Cole's biggest problem is that he's very content. Like, well, he was very content, because he also talks in this interview about working with his peers, saying that he doesn't want to look at his career in retrospect and say, damn, look what I left on the table, as far as like not working with people. Yeah. Now, he hasn't jumped into the producer bag. Maybe we'll hear that on Revenge of the Dreamers. But as far as artists, he's like, yo, I don't want to think about what I could have done. Yeah. That's why we see these 21 features, Moneybagg Yo's, Offsets. But I think like he just doesn't. He's just too cool with himself, right?
But I feel like all the things you're talking about, right, him sort of falling back, that's what he's not doing this year. So to Wayno's point, he said like the whole like album with no features thing, he liked the memes at first, he thought it was funny, and after a while it got kind of annoying. He felt like, all right, I'll just put a feature so you guys shut up. But yeah, he said he doesn't want to look back if he stopped rapping tomorrow and realize like he missed out on experiences or moments with his peers. Like, for all the falling back he's done, I'm just saying he's like very present now. So doesn't that sort of make up for it?
His actions in music show a different mentality. I'm just saying, when I'm reading his words, in regards to his mentality about things, especially certain things that I feel like when you're that guy, you know, like, you won't tolerate nobody else not at least acknowledge you as that guy. Like it's a lot of.
So you want him to get on Soulja Boy shit?
I mean, a little bit. Like I do believe that that's part of that type A personality. But maybe he's just cool. He's in his own pocket.
That's also things he's been through. So we're about to talk about Nas next. Don't you remember the whole long story about him letting Nas down? It's like you're looking up to your idols and they just want you to have hits. I just think he's been through a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. What he said about the features thing, I'm glad he said it. Cole fans were the biggest dick riders on earth. Like no matter what. But your favorite rapper didn't go platinum without. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares, right? But I mean, it's dope accomplishment. But other people did it. You know, Kevin Gates notoriously did it as well. I always wondered why. And you know, for some artists, they start off by saying, "Yo, listen, you know, like I hate the feature process, going about and getting people." But and it seemed like for him it was organic. It wasn't like, "Yo, you know what? This is a concerted effort to make people think of me a certain way." Because he admits, he was like, I was kind of over it. Let me just throw somebody on this shit. So I respect his view on why he didn't have features and probably what he'll do going forward on that.
Also the way he's approaching it. It's not like he's out here begging now. Like the Revenge of the Dreamers session sounded ill. Everyone who was anyone was down there to kick it.
Niggas are dying to get a record with Cole. I mean, anybody would want a Cole feature.
If my only advice to Cole, because this is how I like it with Drake, and Drake my favorite. Okay, you should tell him that.
He just not said yesterday that wasn't his favorite.
No, he's my favorite. He's not the GOAT.
But you know that like, him and Drake are like really good friends, right?
I know.
I'm sure they talk.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Drake admits this, like on a just says it, right? Feature on them other nigga shit. Don't put these bum ass niggas on your album. That's facts. Drake does that. Like, yo, I'm gonna be all y'all niggas album. I mean, now he's been put more features, but when it comes to my album, I'm gonna keep it mostly me and a couple people you see me with from time to time.
I think overall, like when
I would hate a DJ Khaled type album with Cole with like 10 features. Oh, no.
I think overall with Cole is like when he was very young and jaded, like he imagined hip hop to be this certain type of way or this certain type of thing, and then once he got into it, he realized what was real to him. Like it seems to me like he had this dream of coming from North Carolina, coming to New York, making his dream happen, and once he lifted the curtains, it wasn't what he expected it to be.
We all realize it's a bunch of fuck shit.
It's a bunch of fuck shit, and I think that's what kind of put him in a shell. Like along with him doing so well, it's like he gets as much flack for having no features as he does for praise for it.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that he just got into his own little bubble, but it's good to see him kind of stepping out of that shit now and working with other people.
I'm wondering if the timing of, like, even just this interview and just timing of him speaking, period, other than the fact that music is coming, means anything. You know, there's also been other rumors that was kind of circulating around him recently, but, like, notoriously, he's been pretty quiet. He doesn't really speak a lot.
What do you mean, other things?
I mean, I won't mention.
It's not just...
But like, just like personal
weird.
shit.
Oh, okay.
Random personal shit that was a little bit odd when you thought about just J. Cole. And I don't know, I think it was interesting that he, of course, he didn't touch on those in the interview, but at least he's starting to give his side.
Interesting.
Which matters.
Huh. Okay, I thought you meant because like more music from the whole team was coming. Dreamville Fest, I think.
I mean, of course, those things happen, but
like,
he's still been notoriously always like quiet, like he don't say shit. Like he shows you with the music.
It's so smart in hip hop nowadays to not say shit.
A wise man once said nothing at all, right, Ak?
Nah, I don't think that works no more, man. You got me on Instagram Live every day.
No,
like,
man. You just said niggas need to stay away from that shit.
No, well, you do, but unfortunately, that's the promo that gets you talked about on Everyday Struggle, so why not?
Man.
Don't follow that blueprint, please.
Right.
We don't like the silly shit. All right, another random magazine interviews. Playboy just did a dope feature with Nas and Travis Scott. So they talk a lot about the generational gap here. So Travis gives love, saying the past generation knocked down so many doors. They were spitting a lot of pain. They were dealing with a lot of police issues. We're dealing with that now, but it wasn't so free. Now we've got much more of a voice. And then Nas goes on to give him props for making the action figure for his 2015 album Rodeo, which is cool. He said, when I first saw you coming up with the action figure, I felt like, damn, I wish I could have thought of that. Then I heard your music and basically realized Travis was going to be here for a while. Then they just go on to talk about hip hop in general. Nas describes it as currently a blood sport. He says this is one of the hardest games ever. Do you have what it takes to make it? The moment you sleep, the moment you blink your eyes too long, your spot is taken, and that's the excitement of it. Anyway, we just have this generational gap conversation over and over and over, so it's nice to see these two connect in this way.
They always use Nas, though. Remember him and Tyler, the Creator?
Yeah.
Right, but I said before I wanted to see, like, Chuck D and Young Thug and, like, what...
Chuck D and Young Thug.
Chuck D and Young Thug. I would love to see what that conversation would be about, but this overall, like, this is a great look. I like the fact that they're having conversations about things that aren't easy, of course, like, you know, what black people going through, etc. But also the records that Travis is breaking. You know what I mean? Like the records that Travis is breaking with him selling out all these arenas, etc. It's certain plateaus that like a Nas, as great as he is, he might have not hit on certain marks. So it's good to see them have an exchange about this shit. But the Bloodsport comment is the strongest standout, because I do believe that. Like the thing about hip hop is it's made off of stories and it's made off of comebacks. And if you don't like push through, your ass will be out of here in 5 seconds. As soon as they like you, they gonna leave you.
I agree. I mean, in terms of this did seem random to me though. Like,
The Playboy
It's always
aspect
like- it's always
of it
random.
all, or the
No,
clearing,
Playboy
or everything?
the whole thing seemed random.
Playboy,
Shit,
Nas,
instead
and Travis, that could go a lot of
Travis
ways.
Scott comment even seemed random. But the first one about like platforms and voices, I'm like,
Yo, I hate
this-
when I'm like reading
didn't
this shit,
this
because I
nigga,
know
like-
Ak is sitting here like,
Then
what
this
is she
nigga's in the
talking
form of the
about?
Super Bowl. I'm like, this nigga tweaking, but whatever, fine.
He trying to get back.
I'm like, ah, yeah, he's trying to get back.
Trying to
It's
get
cool.
back. He's trying to get back.
So cool, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I agree with Nas, but I don't think it's a blood sport for everybody though. I think there's certain spots that are super competitive that you have to, like the top spot, like there's someone always looking to replace that.
Right.
But I feel like people fit their own pockets, whereas like you don't feel pressure to either drop frequently or you have to have like a certain type of schedule where you're like just putting out music too drastically. Because what I read from what Nas is saying is that, yo, you have to keep going or else somebody's gonna take your spot. I don't think for all rappers in hip hop, but for certain, like the top spot, clearly.
I mean, you have to be consistent though. Like you like I think when Nas says it, it's like.
And Frank Ocean could drop right now, even though that's
That's
not really
big
fun.
fact.
But
He's a
the
unicorn.
thing about it is, every time he drops, he got heat. There's never been a time where Frank Ocean dropped it. We was like, ah man, we happy this nigga's been away for a while, right? So I think that what Nas is more touching on is the consistency. And Nas is like, he's had a lot of dips in his career. There's a lot of questionable albums from him, but he's still here because he continuously push it out.
Can we
So
compare any rapper to Frank Ocean who could disappear like that and just come back and drop a project?
No, rap is not as forgiving.
Dude,
as, like-
Roger said Dr. Dre. What?
What? Roger, what the fuck are you in there talking about?
Jay-Z, probably.
But Jay,
Nah,
but Jay
I
never
wouldn't say
took such
Jay.
long breaks, and like he wouldn't like vanish off the
I
face of
wouldn't
the
Jay
say
earth
dropped
like
like
Frank
a
Ocean
solo
did.
album in like 3 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, 2
2
years.
years is a long ass time.
But I mean, we're talking about on the end of a 20-year career of him dropping
Okay.
consistently for.
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
The Frank
But
But
Ocean
let's say
is-
in
if
the
we're talking
prime
about
of his
in
career,
the
like
prime,
Frank is, yeah.
Frank wasn't dropping consistently in a prime. What was the prime of Frank Ocean's career? He had like a 3-year run and then
I would
chilled the
imagine
fuck
It's been the
out.
the
prime
prime is
since
still
he
now,
started. Yeah,
right?
it's still now.
I don't know. Well, I mean, a lot of people, they make repetitive music that just capitalize off of popular sound. So, like, if you don't put out music while the popular sound is going on,
I think
get you out of here.
The thing is, Frank is like just amazingly talented, and he always got like, he'll always say some shit you've never heard a person say it in a certain way. That's why we're always intrigued by him. And because he takes time off and he's consistent, but I think you have to, in blood sport, you have to continuously keep going.
Yeah,
Like you have
like he
to
takes
always,
time off. Like he vanishes. Like you have to be
Yeah.
out here like hunting for him. That shit is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's another rapper, unless maybe I'm missing like an obvious name.
There's no- I
don't
can't think, yeah.
There's no, because rap is not as forgiving as like R&B. You know, it's not as forgiving. People could go without an R&B album for a long time. Niggas would take a Jodeci album right now, like for real.
No, I mean, well, maybe Kendrick, but he doesn't like. I mean, he
At
doesn't
this
drop
point,
all
he
the
could
time.
do
man.
that, but he's still much more present.
Like,
Yeah,
he-
like, nah,
he don't
there's
drop
no
all
rap-
the like he could take 3 off.
He could, but I'm just
so
saying.
like 3 years is like a yo. That's
But
When
bad.
you
but
say
when did he
like
take 3
silent,
off, though?
like no features, no nothing
don't
for 3
see
years. Like you
nothing.
don't physically see
No,
Kendrick,
Frank
no
Ocean-
Pulitzer Prizes, nothing.
Yes.
Listen, you don't even see TMZ catching this nigga Frank Ocean
I
nowhere.
caught him at
like-
Coachella one
Catch that
time.
nigga.
I was
Yeah,
so
that nigga
hyped.
pop up 3 years later at the Black Lives Matter rally with a whole album. This should be lit. Stop it, man.
There you go.
And 3 videos.
And 3 videos.
But
yes.
yeah, I think yeah, just consistency more than anything.
It's a blood sport unless you're Frank Ocean.
Yo,
Unless you're
it's sad.
Frank
Like
Ocean.
I remember when like even just watching again, you know, Drake's my favorite, but watching him at the early part of his career.
Yo, how many times do you
Every
think
time
you
you say
said
Drake,
that?
you guys say
Because
Drake's
you know
my
why?
favorite.
I know the nooks and crannies and all the little details about Drake. The rest
You
of the
said
niggas,
you know
I
his,
don't care.
You know his looks and
Lies.
crannies.
No, but seriously, like I
That was
remember,
in the
like he
pause?
notoriously said, right?
His life is a pause.
Yo, he notoriously said like he only would drop music like when inspired, this and third. And this was around Take Care, and if you looked at the time, and he was dropping like the release cycle for rappers like him was like almost a year and a half, maybe 2. It wasn't like every year. Like I remember even looking at that time, I was like, yo, damn, how did Jay drop an album every year? Because
Yeah, that shit is tough.
Yeah, that seemed frequent. Now I think Drake knows he has to drop every year. Like, yo, you're the top guy, and with how music is being consumed so fast, and it's the fastest pace ever, I think he knows he has to drop
When's the
every
last
year.
year Drake didn't drop an album?
He dropped the mixtape 2015. 2016 was that More Life? No, it wasn't More
Man, them
Life.
shit's his albums, man. Like, all them shit's his albums.
It's a playlist, Wayno.
The playlist, nah, man. It's
I think he
just
dropped 2 in 1 year.
Hold on.
No. 2016 was, what's that name of that shit?
views.
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 2017 More Life. 2018 Scorpion.
Yeah,
And
you're
2019, I'm going to tell you how to tie later. All right?
And if you're reading this, it's too late. It's 2015.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to that
All right,
the
so he
other
didn't
day.
drop
That
it
was great.
2014.
Yeah, 2013 was Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah.
And he didn't drop it 2014.
Yeah.
But he still was
But
like,
I'm sure he was on hella features in the meantime.
2011 was Take Care. He took 2 years off.
Yeah.
Dropped Nothing Was the Same.
Yo, your numeric memory is
Then
amazing.
he took 3 years off to drop More Life, even though he dropped a mixtape in between.
Yo,
But
do you
ever
like-
since then, every year.
Do you,
And
like
album-
more, do you like More Life?
Of course I do. Of course I do. It was 2-year anniversary yesterday. But you know what though? Just thinking about, yo, thinking about like all these, thinking about all these
Drakeopedia.
rappers though.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm wondering, like, you know, how long did Travis take in between? Cause niggas wanted.
3 years. Well, no, 2 years.
Was 2
From-
years, right?
Yeah, from Birds in the Traffic Night and Astro World. That
But
was
then
2 years.
he dropped stuff in the middle, or at least a few singles. He dropped
Singles,
off.
yeah.
But I do think your success also, because that catapults you to a different spot, it has to change your timeline. If we want to consider Travis the person he is now, like, does he keep like maybe once a year, or could he take 2 more years off?
I feel like I don't need another Travis album this year. I could wait till next year.
And then,
it'll
Yeah, I
be
could
fine.
wait till next year.
and then when you think about people like Future, Future was dropping 10 a year.
Yeah.
Right? And then, that was during the run, but I don't know if it was oversaturation or people got too much of it. Then he stopped for a little bit, and then when he came back with the Future and Hendrix, felt a little bit different because it wasn't in the midst of like him dropping a song weekly.
Right.
So I don't know. He still got
I just
his
think
part.
I like an album every year. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I do like an album every year, depending on who it's coming from. But I think in order to be able to take that time off, you got to make people really, really fucking love you. Like, you can't be somebody that's alright, we getting used to you,
Yeah.
and you do some shit like that. People have to fucking love you unconditionally. Like, people love all the artists that we mentioned are motherfuckers that do arenas. There's nobody that's doing like 1,500-seater venues that could take off that amount of time and just come right back.
Oh yeah, and usually you have to like package. If you about to go to tour, you gotta go drop an album before. You can't tour 2 years later unless you're really a legend on an album from 2 years ago. Yo, but yeah, you're right. Maybe we should get an album every year from these niggas. They can't be
What
that
about
late.
Chance?
Juice WRLD wrote his album in 15 minutes. That's facts. That's what he said. I kid you not.
15 minutes?
50. Go look it up. That's why he
He
was
freestyled it, right? In 15 minutes.
A
1-5, not 5.
Did he come up with the concept of the album?
Way.
Bro, he
When
can't
you're
do a
bragging
whole
about
album.
that, you could give us 15 minutes every year, bro. Every year. I'm sorry.
Nah, but we definitely should get an album every year. I think at that time though, like Nas was the only one that was like taking a lot of time off though, because I remember when Nas dropped. Damn, he dropped in '99 and didn't drop again till 2001 with Stillmatic. But it was Nostradamus. Was it Nostradamus? Nostradamus was in 2000, I think.
I know how you guys
99. It was 99. But I Am was 99 too. Did he drop 2 in 1 year? Yeah, he dropped 2 in 1 year.
What about someone current like Chance? So Coloring Book came out May
that's a good
2016,
point.
right? This new one is coming June, July. I forgot what month he said. That's 2 years. So he dropped like a few singles last summer.
Yeah.
Has he done a lot of other stuff in between? And people are still anticipating.
I mean, people love, but that's another one. People
Someone we
love
love.
Chance. Like, yeah, people love Chance. Like, you can't be like I don't think he could have done that when he dropped, what was it? What's the gap between
Acid Rap?
Acid Rap and Coloring Book?
What year was that? Ugh, numbers.
20.
Honestly, after this year, I think
20.
Chance gonna drop a project every year.
Every year. Acid Rap 2013, Coloring Book 2016.
Shit, Kanye dropped every year. Remember, that was 04, 05. Did he drop in 06? Nah, he didn't drop in 06. He dropped in 07. Then 08, then 2010, then 2011. He took, like, Kanye would take like a year off.
Well, yeah, well, he always had like a nice little break in terms of like the gap. But I mean, some artists with the 2 to 3 year break, usually you see that on the front end of their career when people think you got something special. But after a while, you become one of them. You just got to keep churning it out, man.
Yeah, music is so different now, too.
All right, so you remember late last week we did our like top 5 list and we asked you guys to share yours.
Yo,
So
who
we got
list is this?
Are you already hating when you even start? Can you be respectful to our fans, please? I want to read you a couple of them. So this person actually sent an explanation, so we're gonna get into this one. It's from Manny Madoff. So he has Drake at number 1. He says great artist. He makes good music. Album was good. Shut up, Ak. At number 2, he has Future. He says the way he put his music together is amazing. The album was also good. Future didn't come up in any of your lists, and he had a project out recently. Is he in your top?
He's in my top 10, and I really like this last album that he put out. Like, it grew on me. I mean, at first
But not enough for top 5?
Nah, he's not in my top 5, but he's definitely top 10. Like, I definitely put him in top 10 today for me. Absolutely.
If it was a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, Future would have been in my list instead of Travis Scott.
Where is he in your list now?
5 to 10.
5 to 10.
Yeah, he's definitely in top 10.
So what does he need? Just more presence, period? More features, more...
I don't even think that Future needs, like, more... I don't know. I think
he just had such a great running over the few years.
Yeah.
The last few years, I'm surprised he's like.
I mean, honestly, like you only get one shot at your first impression, and like that run he did when a lot of people found out about him for the first time. He wasn't a new artist then, but that run, I felt like I know a lot of people who just put him like top 3. Again, if we're just talking overall.
Yeah.
But now, I think his music kind of leveled out. Not saying for the worst, but like. The momentum and everything behind, like, you remember there was the Future Hive? I think the Future Hive has moved on to...
They've dismantled, you think?
No.
They moved on to Juice WRLD. The Juice Gang.
No, come on, here you go.
They can't just move on like that. All right.
Yo, fans are fickle, bro.
But
not Cole fans, though. Sorry, excuse me. At number 3, we have Meek. He said motivational music, spits that real shit. You guys also had him on there. Lil Durk, someone you guys did not have in your top 5. He said he made a comeback after Def Jam. That's true. Being very consistent, dropping heat.
I give him that.
And at 5, Young Thug. He says, my favorite artist overall. Shout out to you, Manny. The way he's using his voice is great. I mean, our criticism of Thug has just been like, we want the official project, right? Because we never know. We just get a lot of songs.
Right. Thug is just like the top A&R. Like, for real, he's like he's A&R on all his artist albums.
Again, if my list was 2-3 years ago when Thugger was dropping on Islam seasons, he would be on it too. I feel like musically we haven't gotten a focus effort from him in a while, and I think he's kind of like stepped back to let Gunna shine.
Step back to let Gunna shine.
Lil Kiki too.
Some of the other ones look closer to the list you guys have.
Keed.
My fault.
Brave Yami, Cole, Drake, Kendrick, 21, Meek. He says Cole and Drake have been more active recently, and J.Cole is my favorite anyways. New York can relate. I sure can. Yeah. Some people, look, Big Sean is
Cole
up here.
fans is having a year this year.
What?
Cole starts off the show.
I need a New Jersey or some shit. And here, Dustin, a verb, has Ye in his, I don't know if Ye is top 5 if we're talking about rappers right now, and Joey Badass. Shout out to Joey.
Shout out to Joey, but Joey hasn't dropped any music in a while too.
I feel like Joey's just always on tour. He's perpetually on the road.
And I can't, that's the thing, it's like I can't knock that because like he's getting a lot of money on tour, but at the same time, it's like that's why I think Nas, that Bloodsport comment comes in, because you have to be consistent. Like, you have to continuously get in the ring and throw yourself back in there. So it's like, remember when we talk about this whole conversation about New York and New York rappers, etc., and people bring up like, well, why people don't bring up Joey Badass? When he drops, he always drops heat, but he drops it in time, like, when a lot of people are still getting used to him. He still takes time off. And I think if he just had them same albums year to year, he'd be a little bit more brought up.
Because All American Badass was good, right? Yeah?
Of course. Who else rap better than New York?
A lot of people would be glad to hear
Everybody
you
else
say
trying
that.
to compete with A Boogie. For the lyrical names, you only got Don Q, but Joey Badass, I still got him on top.
Yeah, it's true. So All American Badass was 2017. So yeah, we'll take a new Joey album. April 2017.
Next month, that's 2 years.
Something's coming soon, right? Oh, the Beast Coast. It's him and who is it? Flatbush Zombies, right?
That's his whole team. Well, Beast Coast, I think, yeah, Flatbush Zombies. Who else is there?
They're super dope. They're super dope.
Underachievers, yeah. Flatbush Zombies, that's another one. I think people don't really like get into the Flatbush Zombies too much because they don't really understand their music. Like, I didn't really understand their music till I started going to them ASAP shows like in 2011, 2012. They shows is crazy.
Yo, seeing them live is a crazy thing. Like late last year, I saw them. It was like them and Denzel Curry doing like a battle for Red Bull. That shit was amazing.
Yeah.
I could be tripping, but did y'all see recently, or relatively recently, maybe in a couple months ago, where I seen like some back and forth about like maybe some Capital Steez project, and I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of turmoil going on there, but I think I had seen that all the masters got turned over to the family, and there was gonna be a release, but they canceled it.
Oh, really?
But yeah, that's another collective, like just Joey Badass, like just Pro Era, like you know, you got Kirk
Knight put out a great project last year too.
Yeah, Kirk Knight he can spit too. And CJ too. CJ Fly, like he's Grenadian.
Yeah, I didn't know that till like way after the interview. Like I didn't see him in years. We caught up, and he's Grenadian.
But I think like that.
Shut up, Ak.
That's the only thing I see. Like when I see like all right, we had like those two collectives that them and ASAP, they kind of grew at the same time, and but I think that because they had such a broader view than just being New York-based artists is why they're not brought up in New York so much. You know, they had a bigger view.
You know, I would like to know where all these people are, like what location they're at, because for some reason I feel like if somebody was in the South, their list would be much different.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, what region you're in matters to some extent. You know, I mean, you could listen to any type of music, but sometimes that influences it, because I haven't seen much Southern artists on there. And we call him 21 Savage Southern or from London?
I don't know. I don't know, actually. International 21.
Man, he's from
He
Atlanta.
would definitely be in my top 5, though. All right, let's see. We have a few minutes left. Let's play a little bit of over and under. Do you want to play this video? I just like that he's in his do-rag in bed. Yeah. Let's play one. Let's play this one fan video, and then we'll do a couple.
Is this shit safe for work?
Brother, put your shirt on. Like, what the fuck is you
Let's
doing?
roll it.
Yo, this just clicked in my head, but I just wanted to ask you guys what you guys think. Who do you guys think is the best rappers with the best music videos? Like top 5. Like I'm thinking Travis Scott, A$AP Rocky, Kendrick Lamar, definitely conceptual music videos. Tory Lanez just dropped a fire shit, so he's definitely up there. Tory Lanez, Travis, A$AP Rocky, Drake at times, and The Weeknd.
All right, I have questions for you too. Did you wake up at 2 a.m. and film this video? I like the do-rag though. I like that it's white and not black. That's nice. I never really see white do-rags. I didn't know that. Also, do guys sleep with their chains on? I don't like sleeping with jewelry on.
Who knows?
Better be a real chain. That nigga wake up and he have green shit around his neck. I mean, honestly, like his list was confusing because he said conceptual. Some of the niggas he named make good music
Kendrick,
video.
Travis.
He said Tory, like the last Tory music video, dope, but what kind of concept was in that shit?
I don't know. I mean, but it's too much video. It's like too much to consume with YouTube and all of that shit with all these different videos. But I would say who I think is gonna make really, really dope videos once they start playing with them budgets is DaBaby. Because he improvises a lot and has fun with without big budget videos now. So I think like once he starts tapping into that, he's gonna make a lot of ill videos.
DaBaby to me reminds me of a 2019 version on a music video aspect of Ludacris. What I will say is, wait, why we don't have Ye in it? Remember, there was a time where Ye used to go real hard for music video and the visuals. Remember that nigga was running up on stage and shit?
But yeah, like Runaway and all those were great.
I know we haven't gotten stuff from him, but like I would still probably keep
of the
my eye
people
open
he
for,
mentioned, I feel like Kendrick and TDE have been the most consistent because they figured
A$AP
them
Rocky
don't play.
A$AP Rocky, because A$AP Rocky is actually directing a lot of his videos as well. So I think his joints definitely leave a mark because he's actually directing with all of these.
Tory does that too.
Tory directs. He definitely directs.
I heard Tory's a control freak on set. Like
I seen him on the set of a video before.
Yo,
he's
Tory
wild.
texted me one day, like he was like, "Yo, Ak, I'm shooting a music. First of all, he shoots a music video like every 3 days. He said, Ak, you gotta come somewhere in Brooklyn. Yo, I have you in the scene, like some weird ass concept." Then he said, "Yo, Meek Mill, Casanova," and I'm like, "I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Your two favorites.
Fucking scary.
I'm good."
Scary Sherry over there.
Tory will protect you though, I think.
Maybe against Travis Scott, I don't know about that.
All right, let's do a couple over-unders real quick.
I've seen that guy before.
Stop, we're not gonna play this video yet.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we're out on the streets now doing fan questions because you guys be playing on
let's do over and under.
Twitter,
I can't
and
wait.
Instagram. You can't wait? I like the first one a lot. All right. Number of weeks till Young M.A. drops a diss record aimed at Kodak Black, over under 2. Now, he's been trolling her consistently. She says she's not bothered, but also Young M.A. could really rap, so I'd be here for it. Over under.
I say under. I don't think Young M.A. is gonna drop a diss record at all because Young M.A. seems like she wants to have a face-to-face conversation and confrontation. I don't think that she wants to play with Kodak in the rap realm. I don't think that she would ever consider dissing Kodak. She wants to really, maybe not have a conversation, but definitely wants to have a conversation with him.
What an eloquent way to put what everyone is really thinking.
Basically saying, Young man about to pull up on that nigga and square up.
Yeah,
I don't think she's gonna square up, but I think she does. I think she definitely wants to have some sort of conversation.
Kodak
so they
too
get
silly for like a grown-up face-to-face convo. I don't think he's gonna have that. I'm gonna say over, but I do believe it's gonna happen within a month. She's definitely gonna rap about it. One thing we know about Young M.A, I feel like, if anything, we don't see her presence much recently. I can't tell last time she did an interview.
But she freestyles a lot.
She freestyles a lot. She drops records. I hear she's working on music. And again, this is content. Why wouldn't she address it? Now, is it a diss record? I don't think she's on some shit like fuck
It's probably
Kodak.
like a little bro.
You get me? Yeah, she's not Tory Lanez in this shit, but will she probably have
Throw a
probably
shot
the
in there?
dopest playoff words with Kodak and addressing the situation?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would put money on that, and I would probably say it will come within a month and a half to be safe. But probably a month.
Okay.
I bet you lunch. She doesn't.
I'm telling you, man.
I hope she does. I hope she does. Why not?
Who raps better, Kodak Black or Young Man?
Next
hey,
one,
exactly.
number of collab projects we'll get from solo artists in 2019, over under 6. So we know like Nipsey says he has a collab with Meek on the way. We complained about these all of last year. Who do we get? Future and Juice WRLD. We got a million of these projects. So how many you guys think are coming this year? Over under 6?
Over 6. There's too many fucking rappers and a whole lot of time. We're definitely getting over 6.
You think you're gonna complain
projects.
about all over 6 of them?
I'm not complaining. It depends. It depends. So like, all right, Nipsey and Meek say they have something.
These are like your 2 favorite.
They're 2 of my
Are they making this
favorite.
for you?
No, come on. Let's not personalize this to
for
me.
Wayno.
Let's not
Wayno probably thought of this shit.
Yo, guys, they had a great idea.
I'm always confused when I hear that. Like when I saw it, you know, like I hate when people say, "Oh, I could have signed him." I'm wondering when you say this on an interview, because you know everybody's gonna run with it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the album is already made in the process, or it's an idea that you bounce around the room.
I think that they probably got a lot of songs together, and I don't know. Look, I have no intel on this. I believe that
They
they
just came from a studio with it.
I know.
stop it. I believe that they
You got a
probably.
feature on
I
the
believe
album.
that they probably got some songs together, and
No, I say
also
I'm Drakeopedia. Meekopedia right here, man.
Wikipedia is stupid. But also they're both Puma artists. I mean, they're both artists that have deals with Puma, so I could see them rolling out a bunch of different shit. Them flying around in that Puma jet. Let me stop giving out
There's a
ideas.
Puma
Jet?
Yeah, you never seen the Puma jet before?
You been
Bruh,
on that
I don't
shit?
get to
No,
go
I haven't
private
been on a
jets.
Puma
I'm a bum
jet.
ass nigga. What you mean?
We ain't
Whatever.
shit. Wayno's such a social.
I'm still flying Spirit.
You ain't flying no
We decided
motherfucking
that
Spirit.
is not for the culture. Stop playing.
You not flying
the only
no
thing I can afford.
Spirit. Here he goes. We're not gonna do that. But I think a lot of times with like I think that they probably did like maybe 1 or 2 songs and was like, you know what, let's lock in. And
Are
it's
you
not
gonna
hard
tell
to
us
around
when
each
you
other.
know some shit, Wayno? Stop playing.
I really
the
don't. Yo, listen.
disrespect where you
I
co-host.
haven't spoken to Meek in a while. Like
It's been like 3 days.
No, it's been a while. It's been a while.
You would probably know, but I felt like last year we got teased, or not teased, but I guess this is teased, right? Teased a Meek and somebody else joint project. I can't remember who
Really?
it is.
Really?
Like something joint. I can't remember what it. I can't remember what artist though. I might be tripping though. I might be
Yeah,
tripping. And I
definitely
remember
tripping.
seeing that. That's what I'm saying. When I see these, I'm like, all right, are we at the stage of this is coming 2019, or we just talk about it and we never hear about
You know who I'd be down for a collab project from? Gunna and Thugger.
Gunna and Thugger.
Gunna and Thugger. I would like that.
Nah, I don't want
Be
none of
500 songs.
No, them niggas already sounding like stop.
I would like
don't want
Gunna
y'all
and
to do
Thugger. I
that.
would like
Nah.
Gunna and Thugger.
Hey, I'm just hoping when these announcements, I remember when Kanye went to the Breakfast Club and he said, yo, me and Drake, we had something like, we're gonna do a
They
joint
probably
album.
got enough songs.
They had
together.
one song, the Wolf shit.
But I'm pretty sure they got more songs together that they just never done.
Well,
I mean, never put out. I mean.
Or I think they just have a bunch of unfinished songs that they were gonna send over. Hey, and also, isn't I think these unverified reports I haven't reported because I haven't seen like some veracity to it, but ain't Drake? I got my words. Yeah.
Veracity.
Yes,
Okay.
my Stephen A. Smith
Okay.
works.
Your Clyde
for the
Frazier
veracity.
words.
Anyway, Drake and Future, What a Time to Be Alive too. I heard that.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen some about
Again,
that.
I don't know.
Question.
It might be just a meme though.
Who wants? Does anyone want What a Time to Be Alive too? There were mixed reviews about that project.
I
when
wasn't
it came
crazy
out.
about it. I
Let's
like.
keep it real. We want Drake and Travis. Like, yo, let's keep it 100.
That would
We
be
want
fire.
a Drake and Travis. The Future and Drake thing, it was cool. It was a moment in time. I think when you see these collab projects, it's a clashing or like a collision of you're in this space that we love and you're in the space that we love. Let's see what comes out of it. Just like even though they work together, Gunna and Baby, but not something that we need to see multiple versions of it unless it's Watch the Throne.
When's the last time you listened to that project? Like, do you ever revisit What a Time?
What a time? Yeah, but I listen to solo songs off.
Yeah, I
like
like
30
Drake
Freestyle.
Yeah, Drake's solo song.
And I was listening to Diamonds Dancing for whatever.
Diamonds Dancing is that shit.
I love that song.
Diamonds Dancing, that's my favorite
I
song.
think I came in here and seen this nigga dripping in diamonds, and I said, I gotta go listen to that shit.
All right, here you go. Let's not do this. Can
I
we
mean,
keep
he's
it
right.
going
He's
on
right.
over
We're giving
and
you
under?
that shit
Grinding
today
your
already.
set, man.
Can we keep it going
Let's
with
do
over
one
and
more,
under,
because you're giving
please?
Wayno enough
I'm
help
bringing the
today.
diamond tester for Wayno.
What?
I'm bringing the diamond tester just for you, Wayno.
Bring it.
We gotta see
Bring
this.
it.
We gotta
Bring
see
it.
this.
My
I'm gonna
shit
test him in the
ain't
green
fake.
room and show it on. If it's fake,
My shit ain't, you crazy, nigga, stop talking about me like that. Talking about my shit fake. What's wrong with you?
you should say it's fake. That nigga's gonna try to rob you, man. I ain't gonna lie. If you see with a chain, even if it's real, I'm saying it's fake.
Whatever, man.
All right, here's our last one. Number of rappers Game is gonna name drop on his next album, over under 12. I
Come
might
on,
name
this
drop,
is
I
so-
mean call
I'm
out
not
shit
even-
on.
I'm not even putting up my fucking card for
The
that.
person who wrote this, like, no disrespect to Roger, you guys not listen to the game.
Is this
Game
you,
dropping
Roger?
at least 20, 25 niggas off rip. For the intro song.
But I do think that games, you know, when's the last time we got a Game album? It was 1992, right? The album 1992, was that the last one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And that was like about 2 years ago as well.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you this. What we should have asked is over or under the rappers that he's gonna beef with around the time he's put out the album. Last time he went at Meek, which, you know, I think he survives off these battle records. It always gets some type of movement in the culture. And of course, he's gonna, again, we already know about the song that he's naming a bunch of people and their spouses or
When is
girlfriends.
this album
and stuff.
coming,
I
yo?
don't know, there's no date for it yet.
Yeah, I would like, nah, I ain't gonna front. That's one
Summertime.
thing I would say, like, Game is very consistent with his albums too. It's not no albums that you really question from Game. Like, you don't. You can really compare them, and aside from like his first two, I feel like a lot of them are like, and Jesus Piece too. Jesus Piece was really
Phenomenal album.
But I think a lot of them, like, he stays consistent in that one area where he always has a album that's up to his level of rapping. He never really dips.
Do you feel like he needs to beef with people for the attention, or are people
Yeah.
check for the
No,
album
I don't think he
anyway?
needs to. I think he really loves it. Like, he
Just enjoys it genuinely.
He fucking loves
if
it.
he's not beefing with people, like, again.
But you wouldn't
can't-
just check for a Game album, period, even if I feel like you would.
I mean, I would check for it, but I'm saying, like, yo, you can't change the game in the ninth inning. Like, that's what he's been doing his whole career.
Change
You
the
get
game
me?
in
It's
the
like,
ninth inning.
yo,
Okay,
you
I-
can't change the zebra stripes, man. It just is what it is. But I will say he's doing press for it because I seen it on The View or some shit.
Oh,
Game was on The View.
Yeah, it was talking about some of the people he dissed on the record.
Oh,
Game,
wow.
come on up here.
So if he's doing press, I'm thinking this album is around the corner, and he's been previewing music consistently, like, over the last month. So I gotta imagine it's gonna come out by summer.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
I need Drake to give him another feature. That song 100 was good.
I thought I was the only one who liked that.
Actually, Drake and Meek should do a track. They squash their shit on Instagram or Game.
Together? Drake and
yeah,
Game?
just
No, this is a track. This is a track
Wait,
for Game's
who?
album. Drake
Drake
and
and
Meek.
Game.
No, not Drake and Meek. Game and Meek.
They got one.
Is
Meek,
it out?
yeah, Meek is on his album. You ain't see the previews? Come on, man. You post all the shit. I gotta start posting shit now too myself. Yeah, he got a record with Meek on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got a record with Meek on it.
Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah.
See, if I miss my Meek news,
I should have never said that Drakeopedia shit.
Wikipedia.
All right, y'all. We gotta go. Please keep sending us your fan questions. It is like painfully slow out here. We're just gonna sit here bullshitting all day. At Everyday Struggle on Twitter with 2 G's. Have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow on Everyday Struggle.
What cameras that bring out there for that thing?
Over or under as many more times Ak's gonna hurt himself this year.
Nah, hell, this is the first and only. I hired somebody just to hold a knife these days. Fuck that.